So guys, guess what? I was an idiot. I have to create this little addendum to my video that I just made about finishing up my reset of my computer. I did have a video that kind of showed me dragging and dropping and backing stuff up on my backup drives. But guess what? My dumbass put it on the desktop, so I forgot to transfer it over to my backup drive. I know, no, right? Backups of backups. So I no longer have that video, but just give you guys kind of an idea of what I talked about was. Um, so what I would do was, and I kind of briefly touched on it in this other video that I made. I just go in through documents. I just transfer everything to my backup drive. Just click, drag. That was it. Briefly talked about Microsoft's backup software. Here, this is another way you can back it up. You can add a drive, and then you can designate which folders you want backed up when. I don't do that. I haven't really ever used any kind of backup software. It's just been pretty much just me clicking and dragging. So, okay, guys. So, yeah, I did some more work yesterday. I pretty much did the boring stuff, which was creating the boot drive, installing Windows, updating Windows, getting a few drivers installed. So basically this is what we have. We have a nice clean desktop. There's nothing on it. It's a relatively nice clean computer with nothing on it. Like I said, by default, Windows runs pretty heavy on processes, even though most of them aren't being used. But like I said, every little bit takes up a little bit of resource. But here's what I was looking for. I know I posted a picture on Facebook about how it was running CPU load at about 26 to 30% at all times, even while it was idle. So now if you look at it, we're hitting 5% GPU load, which is kind of what I was looking at. 136 processes, so much better than it was before. So that was kind of my main goal. Gotten rid of mouse stutter. Haven't seen that since I did it. So I guess the first thing we're going to do is go into control panel. Actually, I lied. It's another shortcut. Let's go to devices. Device manager. It is under the control panel, but I just use a cheater. I like to save some time. So yeah, it looks like we have all of our drivers installed and everything. Which is awesome. Looks like Windows did a pretty good job of getting all those drivers from the interwebs and installing them. So yeah, cool. Alright, so this is kind of it. I was reading an article yesterday, and they said that in Far Cry game, New Dawn is coming out. So it's not a new game, it's just kind of a continuation of Far Cry 5. And I haven't beaten Far Cry 5 yet. So after I read that, I was a little bit anxious to get on here and get this done so I can beat Far Cry 5, and so I can see the ending of Far Cry 5. Haven't gotten there, but so just a little computer setup kind of tutorial. Um, so what we do is Windows key. Then we can go into um, oh, you can do updates. Doesn't really matter. You open this and then you go home. This is all the Windows settings, right? So whenever I do stuff like this, I just go through Windows settings. I just go through uh, each one and I look at them. Um, Looks like my microphone is picking up my voice pretty well. It's correct input device, volume correct, speakers correct. And I just run through this, you know. Do I want notifications on my lock screen? No, I don't. VoIP calls, don't use VoIP. Uh, Windows welcome experience after updates, no. Tips, tricks, and suggestions, probably not. Notifications from apps and other senders, no. Um, yeah, I don't want notifications from emails. So just walk through everything, all the settings, and really see what you want and what you don't want. And it's pretty easy to really customize your computer the way you want it to be customized. It's pretty nice that they've done this in Windows 10. I remember previous versions of Windows, it was kind of a pain. You had to go into the desktop and you had to go through some different file structures to get to one thing. But right here, it's pretty much all right here on the home. You know, you got your system, devices, phone, internet, personalization. You know, and pretty much everything's right there. You know, um, projecting, don't care, don't project, remote desktop. It's Windows 10 Home. Let's support it. Devices. So I can set up, as you see, each one of my monitors here. Supposedly, well, that actually might be for the headphones. I don't know if they have headphone jacks or not. I've never used them. But so you got all your Bluetooth devices stuff. I'll probably add Bluetooth devices later. I don't rely on it too much. Purchase scanners. I'm gonna have to reinstall my printer, mouse, typing, blah blah blah, USB. But this is really the fun one. So this one you can change your background, whatever. You can change what accent colors you want on your side blue right now. You can choose dark theme, which I like. Love dark theme. It's a lot easier on the eyes. So I always go through and I always pick dark theme. You can choose your window. You can choose your slideshow for your lock screen, even. So if you log out, which I probably can't do while I'm recording this, but Windows key L it brings you up to the screen with the time and stuff, and this is where you can modify that and change, that background picture. You can also show apps in the corner here, so mail, calendar, Skype, which I don't really, like I said, I don't use that. So, and then themes, you can get different themes. Change it to a runner. Oh, they're different for each of my monitors. That's interesting. Huh. I didn't know I did that. Cool. But yeah, I just go with the regular crap for now. On this, I haven't actually played with. Change fonts, emojis. Just make sure you can read the font that you set it to, or you know your system really well. Otherwise, yeah. I think I've done that a couple times. I accidentally selected a different language when I was setting up Windows, and I couldn't read shit. that was interesting. I had to figure I had to go online and figure out how to change it back without being able to read any of the stuff that was on the screen. So that was interesting. But yeah, that's about it. For that, just go through, play around with it. I always said, and when I worked at Geek Squad, I said, the easiest way to learn your computer is to just mess around with it. Like, dig into stuff. I'm not advising you go online and look how to change the registry or anything like that. Just dig around in what you can dig around with. Um, you know, just try different stuff. That's how you learn what you like and what you don't like, and that's how you learn where stuff is. That's how I did it. I think that's how a lot of people do it. That and Google. Google is always your best friend. Um, but anyway, so go to our backup here, and we go to our dump files and C dump. Oh, so what I did, I already had a folder for all my Maximus, my motherboard drivers right here. So what I did was I just kind of threw everything that I really thought I would need into this folder. So I've got ExpressVPN, I've got Epson, I've got Core Temp, I've got Chrome setup. I don't use Chrome that much. I was having issues with it on my last fresh install of Windows 10, and um, yeah, it's just being a pain. But this is overclocking engine for 1080 Ti for Gigabyte. And of course, gotta get my VLC on. Yeah. So this is you can choose overclock silent user. You can overclock. You can go professional mode, overclock, and stuff like that for the graphics card. You can change the LED colors. Um, does have a whole lot of LEDs. I don't understand the point of the LED on top, because technically when you put it in the case, it's on the bottom, so nobody's gonna see it. So what's the point of having an LED there? But I don't know. Whatever. It's got LEDs. It runs faster. I get more frames, man. More FPS. So that's VLC. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything else from here on out is just reinstalling what you had. Oh, that's going to be a convoluted process. You email me a code and blah, 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 and all that stuff. But yeah, whenever you download, whenever you download stuff like this Epson driver package, always keep it. So that if you ever need to do this, or if you ever need to, for some reason you lose it or it gets uninstalled, you always have it. You won't have to go digging through the internet to get it again. As I said before, backups of backups. It's always a good thing to have. So, pretty much everything else is just installing all my game clients, if you will. Yeah, see, activation code. Which I gotta figure out where that's gonna get sent to. I have like 4 different emails. I have one email that's kind of turned into my junk email that used to be my main. Then I have another one that was for games, and I switched it because it wasn't necessarily named for gaming, and then I made a named one, and I have a work email, and then so I have like 4 different emails, so I have to figure out what it's not gonna find it. It's gonna give me problems, for sure. Finding these. Oh, it's on their website. Okay, that's cool. Virtual Santa. Of course. Let's turn on. It's not turned on. That helps. So, let's see if it finds it this time. Nope. So I'm gonna have to do some more digging into that. Yeah, it's just kind of one of the things about doing this is, sometimes stuff goes smoothly. Other times, stuff just requires a little bit more headache and more trouble to put back on. Web installer. Oh, XSplit. Yeah. So, QBitTorrent. Install that. There we go. Finish. Now, let's do. Oh, do I still have it? Where is it? Oh, I have to install Steam first. Okay. Do I have the Steam client? I don't know if I have Steam client. Well, we can fix that. As you can probably tell, I've done this a few times. So pretty much anything you download is going to auto default to downloads. So, and just be aware, even if you do have multiple hard drives, downloads, documents, pictures, music, videos are all on your operating system drive. So if you ever get the message you don't have enough hard drive space, check those first, because that's probably where most of the stuff that's taking up space is going to be. And then you can choose to delete it or whatever. Oh, damn. Not really. Did I get a special access code? I did. Okay. So, oop, do that. Inventory, yes, I know. Fine. I hate it when, like, programs like this, they don't update the program itself. They just ask you to download another file with the updated program, which it didn't do for some reason. So, but that's kind of annoying when you have like 15 different versions, and then you have to figure out which one's the newest, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Where'd Steam go? There it is. Call of Duty 2. Software. There it is. Wallpaper engine. I love it. So what this means, what Wallpaper engine does, is creates a moving wallpaper for your monitors. It's really cool. And from what I can tell, it doesn't use much. It doesn't use many resources. So, but I have some resources to spare. So. Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, I don't even have experience. GeForce experience. So, do that later. What? Okay. Let's go back to backup. All dumps. South Park. God. Ridiculous. Let's go. My daddy needs me. There we go. This is the wallpaper I like. Ah, it's gonna be a butthole. So yeah. I got a missing box right there, but yeah, it's kind of like I don't know how to describe it, but it's very soothing. Other installations are running. Yeah, I like it. It's very soothing, especially when you're running it all on all three monitors. It looks pretty cool. Uh, I actually saw this program on Imgur. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but it had the fog glass and then like zombies or whatever like reaching out and touching it and rubbing their faces on stuff. And I told my wife, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna set that one night. I'm gonna set that as my desktop. And you come out in the morning, you're gonna piss your pants. And she's like, you better not. But yeah, I haven't done that. But it's called Neon Sunset. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I mean, like I said, everything else from here on out is just recustomizing, re-downloading, reinstalling everything. Um, let's go back to our yeah, still averaging lower than it was. I think the wallpaper takes a lot, but still down to 17% and spikes at about 30. So not too bad. I'm pretty sure if I messed around with it.